Hello, Tlaxo Kamati. Um, I've been feeling the need to come on here and connect with you guys the last few days. I just haven't had the chance to until now, but as you guys, I'm sure, are well aware, there's so many things happening around the world, and I feel that it's even more so important to connect during these times, support each other, just continue coming together this way so that, you know, the feelings of, anything that could potentially, not hold us in a container of feeling grounded. We don't want those energies to creep up or come in. We want to stay focused, grounded, just really having clarity on our choices and what we're doing right now. And this is my intention always, why I come with these messages. So I'm going to get right to it because I just don't like making my videos too long. But I do want to say a couple things before I start, which is if you share, you don't have to share the video per se, but share the information that I share with other people. It's going to help everyone in general, and it's going to somewhat help or avoid any potential more chaos and things from going into a direction that we don't want. Again, these videos are to help us stay grounded, and when someone doesn't have any kind of clarity or stability in these type of situations, then people tend to go into the fear and then react rather than think things out and act in a way where it's going to be helpful for themselves and for the rest of the people around them. So some of the things that are important for us to have in place, and okay, so hold on. Before I was going to go somewhere with it, and then I forget. So why I'm saying or bringing these particular messages back right now is because I've been listening to other people that are sharing information, and I've been feeling into what they're saying, and it rings true. It feels like, okay, we are in it. For a while I've been saying we have a window, and I don't feel like we have a window anymore. And that's why these messages, these reminders are crucial for me to get out in a timely manner. I had talked about this a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago. I've been telling you guys how to prepare things that you need for your reserves. And all the messages that I've shared have happened, and they're still continue to happen. Some of them I wasn't probably accurate on the timing, but nonetheless the information is accurate. It's just the timing was probably not the timing is off of when things are taking place or happening. And also some of the messages, I don't always decipher them 100%. Like, I don't iron out every detail because there's so much coming at me really fast. And I'll be honest with you, this is just something that kind of exploded with my gift, and I was learning how to decipher it as I was coming to you with the information. So for example, the things, and I have to be careful here, those of you who are new, I can't say certain things because I want to make sure that these stay up and can reach as many people as possible. But what's been going on around the world with the derailment of certain things, I did see that happening. And the way I said it, and some of you may remember, is I was saying that I saw like those carts, I'll call them carts, coming to a screeching halt. Well, I wasn't, at that time, wasn't sure what that meant, but obviously now I see what's happening. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it was a lot more than what I realized. I thought it was more of a symbology of things coming to a screeching halt. Well, no, I was literally seeing them coming off the tracks, and I thought it was just things coming to a screeching halt, which I do still feel that is going to happen very soon. However, before that happens, more of those type of derailment situations is going to happen, and not specifically with those type of cards, but just other things um, that they're putting in place to create more chaos and more damage. You know, their days are numbered, and unfortunately, as I've been saying all along, they're not going quietly. They're going to cause as much damage as possible. And so there's more things coming ahead. And that is why these things are important for you to have in place, because the time is now. And that's why I titled it this way. Because again, that window is not, it's not a window anymore. It's like now we're in it. We're very much in it. And when we are prepared, then we can navigate through these times. So with that in mind, the things that I'm going to read off the list, because I want to make sure I didn't forget any of it. These things are important for you to have, and then also use your discernment, your intuition, and whatever else you feel you need for yourself, for your family. But these are just a couple of things that I want to share with you guys. So right off the bat, of course, water. We need water, so make sure you have plenty of water in storage. But also, and I said this about a year ago, you have something that you can filter water with. That's important. I don't know how if you're going to really have access to it, because I'm sure people are getting them, or they should be getting them. So have something that you can filter your water with. And then batteries, of course, flashlights, lighters, candles. Those are essential for any type of emergency. You need to have those. Then to help your system, your health, because the things that they're doing is going to have effect. Unfortunately, it's going to have a negative effect on our well-being. And so a couple of things about that. It's important that you are prepared and have the things that you need in case that comes around in your space. But also that, give me a second because I hear the baby crying. Own it. I'm sorry. Can you go with him? It's okay. Just because I need to finish this. So what was I saying? There's oh yeah, okay. So health-wise, it is important that you have these things for in case you need them, but also preventative, right? You need to take it. Make sure that you're strong in your health, especially your lungs. So things that you can take to regenerate your cells, antioxidants, that sort of stuff. So again, they're hitting us from all kinds of directions, from our air to our waters to our food. So just kind of think of all those areas and what is it that you can do to prepare and to just make sure that you can have things that will get you and your family, depending on the size of your family, make sure that you have enough to have available for about 3 weeks to a month, very minimum. If you can do more, then do more. And again, you should have been doing this already because I gave you guys plenty of time. I was talking about this about 2 years ago. So whatever you can do now, just do it. But I want to emphasize it's without fear or panic. This is a mere preparation. Just know that you have to really know that God is in control, and not just like, oh God, I hope it's all fine. No, because you're still putting that energy of like you don't believe. You're still in that fear. You have to really step into God's energy. I mean, that's just the way I want to say it. So other things that are going to be important for your health are do detox constantly, at least twice a week. Once for sure. If you can do more, then do more, because it's going to be pulling out toxins, heavy metals. You want to just make sure that you're constantly clearing your body from the things that are being released. So a detox, and what that can look like is So there's a couple of options, and you can write this down. Um, Incorporate sea salt and baking soda with what's the third thing? I don't want to write it down because then it might raise flags on my video. So I'm trying to do very minimum as far as like typing things out, because again they're just paying attention to everything and to, deleting videos, and they don't want us to have all this information out that is going to actually help each other. But the baking soda at the bare minimum, with the salt, it can be Himalayan salt, table salt, kosher salt, just not Epsom salt. Do those, and again, do it maybe once, twice a week. Do about a cup to 2 cups of each thing in your bath. So that's again going to be pulling out toxins, and the other thing that you can start doing is eating a lot of cilantro. So you could juice it and put it in your meals, and that's going to be pulling out heavy metals. The thing about our foods, obviously, you have to just be mindful of where you're getting it, because there are, unfortunately, have contaminated a lot of our earth, a lot of the lands. And so if you have a local farmer, if you can purchase organic that you actually know is organic, then start doing that. You can plant your food, then start doing that. Which another thing is, start getting seeds if you haven't already bought seeds. That was another thing that I've been telling you guys for a couple of years, is to start getting all your seeds ready, the things that you can use to plant food with. And I know you've heard this somewhere else too, but so I'm hoping that you really listen to the information and the messages that have been coming through. So make sure you have seeds that you can start planting. Other things that you can take for your system, for your health, is manuka honey. So that's a good source of antibacterial, I believe. Ginger, elderberry. Elderberry is good for boosting up your immune. Oregano oil is also very good to help fight any kind of bacteria, and it's just really, really good. All these things I'm sure you can find. I don't know where you're at, but for us, we have a Lassens. You can look it up. It's Lassens, Lassens, and it's all natural, just kind of like medicines, right? Herbs and foods that are organic. So that's a good source. I don't know what's equivalent to that, but maybe just research what's available around your guys' area. And let's see. So that's as far as like the health goes. Other things that are good to have in your pantry or as a backup, I'm sorry, not backup, as reserves that can go a long way, are grains. So different grains, beans, lentils, garbanzos, rice, things that will last you a while. And also it feeds a lot. And then, okay, so make sure your cars are always filled up in case you have to go from point A to point B. If, let's say, for example, the grid shuts down, you don't have access to the gas stations, well, you can just go straight to where you need to go to instead of panicking or having to stay where you're at. Have some extra gas if you can in a container in your home. And then, let's see, have cash available. So that's another thing that's pretty important. And that again is in case the grid goes down, you have some cash available, and it's just important, because if that happens, whatever is in your account may or may not be there once everything goes back up. And then talk with friends and family, have a plan for if they're somewhere else, like let's say they're at work or it's a weekend and you guys are all out and about. and then something does happen, just, make sure that you guys have a point of where you guys are going to gather, and just remember, you don't react. You just stay calm and just get to your destination. Talk to your neighbors and make sure that you guys have each other's support if things were to get a little, chaotic, which it may. That you have that community, and that if there was somebody trying to come into, your neighborhood, each other is going to protect you. You guys are going to protect each other. So know your neighbors, and remember that if you share things with somebody that doesn't have anything, it eliminates chaos, and it eliminates violence, it eliminates the fear of not having, or what am I going to do. So you don't, tell people that you have all these things, that all these reserves. However, if you see, like, for example, a mom has a child and they didn't prepare because they didn't have access to these messages, and they didn't realize what was happening in the world, but you have an extra bowl that you can share with them, then do that. So these are the things that I'm saying, that we come together and we help each other through this. And so that also goes back to supporting the right people, the right businesses, the right companies, because when you do that, then you're not supporting the opposing. You're not giving them the ability to continue doing this to us. And you are also not participating in this chaos, because if you're still investing and funding them, then technically you are contributing to the the outcome of what's happening. So yeah, it's time to kind of choose which direction you want to go in. Plant your feet in God's truth, God's love, and know that you are going to be fine. So as long as you continue to stay in your truth and the truth of what's happening, and that you continue to serve God and nothing else. So no ego, no fear, not even, you don't want to be in the mentality of like, oh, I'm just going to protect myself, and I'm here just for myself, and because that's potentially can then backfire to those who are just looking out for themselves, because it's not about that. It's about coming together in unity, and like, as I said from the very beginning, linking up and being in community. Lastly, I think I covered everything. Let me just kind of review. Lastly, if you haven't already subscribed, because I'm talking about don't support them, don't fund them, and you want to fund the companies that are doing good and are on the good side, then you should do that. And I will leave the links below again to who I've been. It's been at least 8 months now that I've been buying my products from, and it's healthy, it's clean products, and I'm telling you, I think a lot of people have switched over, and it's important. They have several things that are beneficial, like cleaning supplies, to hygiene stuff, to supplements. In fact, there's a supplement there that's called Cell Wise. I suggest you take that, and that starts helping repair the cells, because again, you want to really take things that are going to regenerate, recover, repair, heal your body from the inside out, not just out, not just out, because whatever is being released is really going to be causing damage, and it's going to be long-term damage. So whatever you can do now to prevent all of that, to stay strong and healthy, you want to do it. So it's not me pushing or selling or anything, but at the same time, I will say I've been doing this for a very long time, and if you can help me and reciprocate the energy that I've been, giving out and support me in that way, because you're going to be buying it anyways, then I appreciate it. That's one way of supporting each other, because again, it's about ebb and flow, not just take, or it's all about me. It's really helping each other. This is where we're at right now. So that's about it. I'm going to end with pulling a couple of cards to see what Creator has for us, and end on a more positive energy, and just kind of giving you a little bit of this sacred smoke. Take it in, breathe it in. Just imagine that you're right here with me, and allow it to bless you in whatever way that you need in this moment right now. Allow it to come into your heart, clear your energy, clear your mind. Just really invite the sacred smoke to doctor you in whatever way that you need right now. Okay, so I'm going to pull one card from each deck and see what Spirit wants, or just kind of share right now what we can do. That one just popped up. So this one says, okay, the elephant is coming in. This is an animal oracle card. So the elephant is, let me get my glasses here. The elephant is saying, open yourself to true abundance. So it's important that we are in the energy of abundance, okay? So not lack or scarcity. So that just kind of confirms, validates everything that I was just saying. There's so much abundance everywhere. When we become scared, or in that mentality of scarcity, then we are actually stopping it from coming in. So we stay in the energy of abundance and know that there's a lot for us, but also to share and give. Then that will just continue to flow in. So that's important. And then the second card is, okay, let's see. This one says, the Father Gate, bold step forward. Yeah, so that one's, look how beautiful. It's telling us, we must be bold about moving forward. Like there's no space or room for being scared. Know that the Father is with us. Know that in our step moving forward, we must be solid, and we must be, there's no room for wavering, because we know that we are being protected by the Father. And yeah, just keep moving forward through this, and we will see through it. We just have to know and believe and trust that we are being protected, and that we are abundant beings. Till next time. Classic Amati.